Pastor Fred, let's go very quickly and just go into partnership. I know that this is going to end on high. So guys, just gear up, just tighten your seatbelts. Okay, we are flying again. All right. Emmanuel, I'm waiting on you to give me the brief. Yes, and it is so brief. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pastor Apostle Trainer Fred Okello, okay? And he's a founder and bishop of Kingston Church. He's an apostle, a husband, a father, a trainer on a mission to raise a generation that is bold. And tonight he is sharing about partnerships. Remember, we said you cannot grow in isolation. You can only grow in partnerships. God did not want you to burden yourself alone, to grow alone, to go at it alone. And I know that he's going to drive it home. He's going to make it simpler for us to understand, so we can be able to do it in our businesses, in our lives, in our brands, in our homes, and everything else that we touch. So a round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get tired as we welcome Pastor Fred Okello to take us on and to give us what God has put on his heart. Pastor Fred, I want to, all right. He's here, okay, all ready. Over to you, Pastor Okello.
Thank you so much, Hilda. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful evening indeed, as we are right here in our growth conference. I like the phrase breaking the limits. I think for me that stands out in this growth conference. To all the speakers who spoke before, I would really love to give you a hand clap and thank you for delivering such a wonderful message. I listened in from Pumla to Lydia to Amaketi, who has just been on. We just need to give them a big God bless you for doing quite an amazing work. And to everyone that is behind the Growth Conference East Africa, to the vision bearer, and to all the people that are behind the scenes doing what they're doing. May God bless you and keep you and watch over, and that great things will be said and seen and people will be raised. I would like to sympathize with our brothers in Kenya for what they're going through. We're praying for you and we believe that things will get better. All right. So I'm glad, really honored and elated to be one of the speakers on this conference and talking about a subject of interest, partnership. I hope that you're ready to hear all that I have to say tonight, because I feel like I'm loaded. So tighten your seatbelt, because we're not going to stop. We're going all the way to the high call of this message tonight. Glory to God. I would like to go straight into my message and talk about partnership as one of the pillars of growth. We've heard so many things being said that will aid our growth, because growth is important in the life of a person. The moment you are born, then you need to understand that growth is upon us. But then there's growth in many ways. There's growth physically, there's growth spiritually, there's growth mentally and business-wise, and in the corporate world, in the marketplace, there's growth all over the place, and it is required of you to grow if you are going to become all that you need to become. Growth is of paramount importance. Therefore, feeding right is important, because growth is a result of what you feed on. So feeding right is important. And I want to define to us tonight what partnership really is and break it down quickly. I have 7 things to say to us. And even if I just highlight those 7 things, I think will still be good. But I'll do my best to go into each one of them as quick and as fast as I can. So if I may ask the question, what is partnership? And in a nutshell, I will also tell you what it is. It is a coming together of different people with the aim of working together towards a meaningful outcome. A coming together of different people with the aim of working towards a meaningful outcome. Nobody just starts on the road to partnership without any meaning. That's why you are selective about who you bring around you. You are selective about who comes around you. Jesus had the three, Peter, James, and John, but again, he had the 12. And out of the 12, he had the 72. So you can see that there are different levels of partnership and different levels of relationship. And every one of us need to understand those levels, that not everyone qualifies to be in your inner circle. And yet they're still part of your circle. Why? Because partnership is a coming together of different people with the aim of working towards a meaningful outcome. It is amazing the type of people, the number of people that will actually help you to work towards the goal or the vision that you have. And so your mission should be partnership. You see, partnership brings us together to work towards the same goal, or to work towards a greater good, or to work together into breaking the limits. But remember this, that coming together is only the beginning, and it is the easy part to come together. It is easy to create the atmosphere, to make a new friend, to make a new partner. That is the easy part. The challenge is staying together, walking together, working together, and doing things together. And that's what we need to see, to foster not just the relationship, but why the relationship was built. That every relationship has the potential of bringing something into our lives, improving and changing our lives, making it better or making it worse. But I pray that we have relationships that make our lives better. That is how God meant it to be, or that is what it's supposed to be. That every relationship that you foster should make life better for you. So coming together is the easy part. But for most people, staying together, walking together, and working together, the crisis, the catastrophe, when character begins to be revealed, then resentment comes in, and challenges can really test the strength of that partnership. Problems are good because they test the strength of any partnership. So don't look at problems as a problem in themselves, but look at them as a solution, because they help you navigate your way into becoming a better person. So I have 7 things to say to you as we consider and look at partnership. The first one is, you were born to partner. You were born to break barriers. You are, by divine design, you were born to break barriers. You are born to create partnership. What do I mean by that? You see, partnership helps you to break barriers. We're talking about breaking out of limitations, and partnership is one of those things that you have to consider and look at as an aid to help you break barriers and break limitations. Why? Because through partnership, we bring different abilities together. Through partnership, we bring different strengths together that will help us to achieve the dream that we have. It will help us to achieve the vision that we have. The first step in doing great things is to understand partnership. Once you begin to interact with people and begin to understand them, how God wired them, how they work, and the fact that their gifts and their graces and their talents are given to them to be able to help you make life better. So today we're talking about partnership, but in regard to breaking barriers. East Africa, I believe that it is your time to partner, that the nations coming together for a greater good, for something bigger, for something better, because there is something better swinging around the atmosphere. just about to land, just about to take the stage, just about to become yours. We need to understand that we cannot do this in isolation, like it was said. And so understand that you were born to partner, born to break barriers. That's my point number one. My second point to you is that you need to be intentional about building a network of partners. And not just building a network of partners, but building a network of partners in the direction of your purpose and your destiny. God is intentional when he begins to put people together. He doesn't put people together just out of, no reason. So for some reason, there was no reason for you to be together with that person. No, God brings people together for a divine reason. So my encouragement to you today is that you need to open your heart on purpose. I know many people have opened their hearts and they've been hurt by others. So you're thinking, if I open my heart again and I get hurt by other people, yeah, it is a possibility, and that's the challenge that you have to deal with, that it is a possibility. But when we do this, we don't do this with a negative mindset, looking at, oh, what could go wrong. We look at what could go right. That is why you need to be intentional about your partnerships. Part of being intentional is that pray for them, believe in them, trust God for better partners, trust God for good people to come your way. Don't just take anything, one size fit all. No, open your heart to the right people and let your heart be interested in people. Don't treat people as machines. Don't treat people as something. Value people, because people in themselves have value. And I'm talking about value in terms of intrinsic value, the things that God put on the inside of people. Be hospitable, be kind, treat people well. That is a skill that is learned. You can't say, oh, no, I don't have the, I hear people saying, I don't have the, patience is not one of my virtues. Patience is not a virtue per se. It ends up being a virtue, but it is developed. You have to purpose to be patient with people. You have to purpose to be kind to people. You have to purpose to be nice to people. It is easier to not be nice. It is easier to not be kind, but on purpose, you have to be kind to people if you're going to build meaningful relationships. That is key, because partnerships are here to stay. Hear me out. Partnerships are here to stay. They're not going away anytime. And therefore, it is good for you to have mastery over them, because mastery over partnership is key to breaking the limits of your life. Jesus had the 3, he had the 12, and he had the 72. And those 12 took the gospel around the world. And now the whole world knows Jesus just from building those partnerships. So we need partnerships, especially because none of us is better than all of us. We are better together. Hear me out. You're good on your own. I am good on my own. But we are better together. That is something that you have to know. To the ladies that are here, you're precious. You are good. Great things are coming your way. But hear me out clearly. One thing you cannot do is, one woman can be crucial on a team, but one woman cannot make a team. A team takes a whole lot of people. That is partnership, people coming together for the common goal to do the same thing. So through partnership, we harness the different abilities coming together, the different gifts coming together, the different strengths and advantages working together to do more, to be more, to achieve more. We are limited on our own. We are inadequate on our own because we are not meant to do everything by ourselves. We are not meant to do alone. The Bible says, God himself said, it is not good for man to be alone. I know he said that in regard to marriage, but in general, that was specifically. But in general, it is not good alone. Therefore, you can't do alone well. You will not do anything big alone. You cannot succeed doing alone well. So you need to create a mindset that your dream and your vision needs people. If your dream is if you can do your dream alone, do your vision alone, do your mission alone, then your vision, your dream, and your mission are too small. Your dream, your vision need to be find people. It guides you and directs you to begin to find people to help you to achieve it. A dream that is worth living and dying for is a dream that is too big to be done by one person. It is a dream that entails so many people, some of whom will be at the forefront, others will be at the background of everything. We may never see them, never hear from them, but they will be there. Our dreams and our visions and our mandates in life require people who can help us to be all that we have to be. Hence, that is why you have to take the time to develop yourself, to understand how to win people, to partner with you. Do whatever it takes to win people, to get partners around you, because somebody has something that you want. Somebody knows something you don't. Somebody knows the way and you don't. Somebody knows how to do something that you can't do for yourself. You need other people. And because of that, learn everything you need to. Be kind, be nice, do something, do a favor for somebody. Learn to speak people's languages. When I say learn to speak their languages, I don't mean their mother tongue. That too would be a good thing if you can. But I'm talking about learning to speak what ministers to them, what's more powerful to them, what's more vital to them, what communicates to their hearts, what is necessary for them. Learn to speak what speaks to them. Be interested in people. Understand and learn their likes, learn their dislikes. Learn the things that move them, the things that they love, the things that they want to do, and then have the charisma for people. If you do that, people will stop just to do whatever you need done. There is something about having a charisma for people that will cause people to walk 1,000 miles just to meet your need. David one day was thirsty, so he told people he was thirsty. 3 of his commanders broke loose, went into the enemy's territory, and went over 800 of people just to be able to get him water. Why? Because he had won their hearts. Win hearts. You need to win hearts. No matter what you're doing, you need to learn the art of winning hearts. My point number 3 is celebrate God's variety of gifts. Everybody you meet represents a different gift. There is a gift on the inside of them that could do something for you, even if they have to be there just one day. I remember one day I was going to Dar es Salaam. I got stuck in Nairobi and I didn't know what to do. I remember seeing a lady and I felt like if you talk to that lady, she will be able to help you. I went over to that lady, just talked well to her. I remember her name till today. Her name was Scholar. That lady helped me in many ways than I could ever think. The next time I went back to look for her, I was told she left the country. I wish I knew where to get her. I think I would shake her hand and just, thank God for her kind heart. And that was many, many, many years ago. I never, ever met her again. There are people you will meet and it will be a one time, and there are people you will meet who will stick with you for the rest of your life. And you may never know which one it is that will buy the dream, buy the vision, buy the truth that you're saying, buy the book, whatever it is. You may never know whose life you're changing. But that's why I am here to tell you, celebrate people's different gifts. Men are gifted in different dimensions, and gifts are given to solve problems. Every gift is a solution to a problem. People create problems, that is true, but God also sends solutions in people. That the problem that was created by somebody else has the solution, and that's why God gifts people. I want you to understand your own gift and understand other people's gifts, because in the interaction of those gifts, there will be solutions to people's problems. The Bible says that a man's gift will make room for him and bring him before great men. Believe me, you need the room. You need the room to grow. You need the room to break loose. You need the room to be unlimited. And that room will be created when you understand partnership. This will bring you into a room full of great people, great men. Create divine networks, and allow God to guide you, and allow to be part of a network that will help make you better, because you can be better. Every gift that people have will help and aid you to be a better woman, to be a better person, because God sends forth gifts to help people be better. Don't isolate yourself. Don't get satisfied in your own self. Develop your gift, but understand that your gift does not work in isolation. Your gift needs others to be sharpened. The Bible says, as iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. Everything that every time you get into a new level, every time you break the limit, it is because you stepped out and somebody saw the potential in you and the ability in you, and they believed in you, and they opened a door for you, created room for you. That might have been just taking you to meet somebody. It might have been getting you somewhere. I could talk about how many things have happened to get me to the next level. And God has a next level for you, but that next level is hidden in somebody. There is a gift that is meant to minister to your need. There is a gift that is meant to meet your need, and that gift is waiting for you to step out and communicate, open up and connect. As you begin to connect, you will realize that you will attract other gifts. You either attract or repel, but I pray that you will be one of those who attract the right people. So understand that celebrating your own gift and celebrating other people's gifts is an important factor in building, in growing, and in building partnership. Partners come together because they have identified a gift in somebody. It is your gift that attracts people to you. It is that thing that has been embedded in you, that was put in you by God, that attracts people to you. It is how you do things, the things that you do, what you're able to do, what you're capable of doing, the barriers you're able to break. That is what begins to bring and attract people to you. And that is what will attract you to people, what they can do, what they bring on the table, what they're able to do. That is what attracts them, because every gift speaks to your weakness to make it stronger. And your gift is there to empower others to be stronger. So don't be selfish with your gift. Practice your gift. Step out and minister to somebody without fear or contradiction. I believe that is well understood. My fourth point to you is accelerate your dream of breaking barriers. You see, acceleration is speed gained over time. That reminds me of a train. The old trains, when they were taking off, they used to take off slowly, and then they would gain speed over time. And at the point of taking off, even a small stone could stop it and block it. But once it gains speed, once it gains acceleration, it will be able to break through the toughest barrier, because now it's on speed and it's on course and it's on its rail. Anything that comes before it will be crushed and broken and destroyed. And that's what happens when you understand. When you begin to accelerate in your partnership, you don't have to worry about things that rise up against you. You don't have to worry about enemies. You don't have to worry about the things that you don't understand, because somebody in the partnership is able to explain to you what is going on and how you can diffuse it. Everything you do, you need people. As a pastor, I need people, and I learned that early enough. That's why as a pastor, I major in people. I don't major in machines. I major in people. I want to understand them. I want to sit down with people and talk to them, understand their mindset, their confusion, their happiness, their joy, their frustrations, their stress, their point of breakthrough, what gives them joy. I want to understand what's going on in the heart and in the mind of somebody, because my sole work and duty is really to reach out and touch somebody, impact somebody's life, help somebody be better, open a door for somebody, get someone going up, help someone break limitations. Some of them are generational, others are circumstantial and situational. It doesn't really matter. When people need help, they need help. And my work, as given by God, is to make sure that I take care of the hearts of people and the souls of people and their minds, to help them navigate their way into their destiny. That is what I was built for. And when you begin to understand that, you will accelerate your destiny. You will accelerate your call. You will break barriers and break limitations. And since we're talking about breaking limitations, I tell you, something good is about to happen your way. Because of this, master how to make friends, how to maintain them, how to manage relationships, these special strategic relationships that you need to build, to propagate and to foster, because you are not a one-man show. You are not an island. Avoid the mentality of I'm an independent woman. That is one of the lies from the pit of hell, and I'll explain why in my next point. My next point number 5, is there are 3 levels of growth that you need to understand that every one of us go through. Number 1, we're all born dependent. We depend on our parents for everything. We depend on them to dress us up. We depend on them to take us places. We depend on them to feed us. We are dependent on everything, and we're happy with that. But as growth begins to occur and to happen, we want to begin to do things ourselves. So we discover that from dependence, there is another level called independence. And then we begin a fight with for independence. That's why you have teenagers becoming rebellious, and then you have people trying to break free. Oh, mama does this, so I don't like the way daddy does this, and they are trying to break free from dependence. But you see, most of this is achieved around the university time. People achieve the independence, and they're completely independent, but then some of them stop there. And a lot of our women have stopped at independence. That's why you hear them singing the song, I'm an independent woman. And we celebrate you for being independent, but I need you to know that there is another level called interdependence, where you realize you've become all that you had to become. You've discovered who you are. You now know your identity. You can identify everything. You know your gifts, your talents, and your graces, but then you realize that you're limited without others. You became an engineer, but you need a lawyer. You become a lawyer, but you need a doctor. You became a doctor, but you need a teacher. And so we all live in a community that need each other. The greatest level after the level of independence is the level of interdependence, because we cannot do life alone. Most people are stuck at that level of independence, but today I introduce you to becoming interdependent at this level to your call. My 6th point is mind your attitude. Your attitude is extremely important in building a partnership. Remember this, that it is said that your attitude determines your altitude. That means how you behave determines how high you go. And I find that to be true, because working together with people is a challenge. Managing them is not an easy thing, But when you work on your attitude, it becomes easy to manage pressure, manage people, to manage their ups and their downs. your attitude is key in building partnership, and it is key in winning in life. You need to have the right attitude, the right qualities, positive attitudes. Be positive, have faith, be patient. You need that. And as you do that, continue to evaluate your life. The Bible says, let every man examine himself and see if he still stands in the faith. Course correct, self-correct yourself, and make sure that you evaluate your own personality profile to make sure that you are still winning hearts and winning people over. My last point to you is create mindsets of victory. You like your attitude, because attitudes are of the mind. Having the right mindset and having a healthy mind is quite important. You know, if you let yourself go, you will begin to have mental issues. But you see, mental health, we always think is for those who are in in mental hospitals. But mental health can actually become a problem to anybody. As you go about your busy schedule and your busy life, there is pressure, there is stress, there is all those things, and you have to manage them. And you're managing that, you're managing pressure from other people, you're managing stress from other people, you're managing problems and troubles from other people. And by the way, you will always be paid for the problems you manage. If you can manage the stresses around your workplace, you will do well for yourself, because you are a solution to the problems around. That's why God brought you into this, so you can be able to solve those problems. So create partnerships that require a particular mindset. You cannot just create partnerships without the mindset that enables those partnerships to thrive. To have the right mindset. So develop mindsets of victory. I call them mindsets of victory because that is what your partners are looking for. They're looking for a certain mindset, a certain way of thinking, a certain way of doing things that is different from all others. Everybody's looking for somebody that is unique. You can craft yourself to become that unique person. Your mindset is a key element in breaking limitations, in causing you to grow, and in raising partners. If you have a toxic mindset, you will repel the right partners. Your mindset is what sets a tone, and it is a determinant to your victory in your partners. Now, mindsets of victory refuses to be limited by what people say. I believe that you will be able to build partnership and partners that are going to take you to the next level. And partners that are going to take you to the next level are somewhere in the next level office, somewhere in the next level space. And therefore, going to them is not going to be a walk in the park. Going to them, you must prove yourself. You must be tough. You must be determined. You must be resilient. They are looking for certain qualities. You know, they're looking for somebody that can do something that is out of this world. It reminds me of a gentleman in 1954. It was said, up to 1954, actually, it was said that it is impossible for a human being to run a kilometer in less than 5 minutes. And nobody had ever broken any such a record. But in 1954, after doctors had said it was impossible, and the scientists of that day had said that cannot be, it is an impossible situation to run 5 minutes, to run a mile in 5 minutes. There was a young man, a gentleman called Roger Bannister. The man took on the challenge. He broke the barrier and he ran a kilometer in 4 minutes, which goes to show that in life, in sports, as in business, the main obstacle to achieving the impossible may be a self-limiting mindset. Never let your mindset stop you from reaching the potential partners that you need for your next level.
Wow,
So,
wow.
that's you.
All right.
That somebody has received something. Otherwise,
yes, we
God
have
quite an opportunity to speak to you. I will see you the next time you invite me. God
Thank
bless
you
you
so much. All right, a round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pastor Fred. Thank you so much. You've been an amazing audience, everyone that has been with us. We really, really, really appreciate the mindset thing, the victory, the attitude, the interdependence. My goodness, I hope that you have taken all those gems. I hope that you have written them down. People, you might never get a chance to get such a presentation when it comes to partnerships, that it is one package, not just for the marketplace, but the marketplace with the spiritual intelligence, with the discernment, with the intelligence. That is a package that you cannot get just like that. We really, really appreciate you, Pastor Fred. Thank you so much for sparing your time, for blessing our hearts, for setting us ablaze even as we're finishing. We are actually finishing on top. We are finishing in victory, guys. And I am so glad that we have reached this far together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord bless you.